day. Who out there? Good day, good day, good day. How everybody doing? Good day. Good day. Who out there today? How everybody doing on this fabulous Friday? This is Brian Glaze Gibbs. February 11, 2022. Live, folks, live. How y'all doing, man? You know, like I say, I don't know. I've been fasting. I've been praying. 30 years ago, I lost my mother, so I had to do, some spiritual, you know, spiritual, like, what I'm saying, I'm going through some spiritual moment at this time, changes, trying to get a few things together, man, trying to think and reflect back upon my mother's life and some of the things that, I've been through during that period of time. That was the most difficult time of my life. 30 years ago when I lost my mother being incarcerated, that was the most difficult time of my life. That type of pain you don't wish upon your worst enemy. And that's what we got to understand, man. The day that we're born is the day that we start to die. I'm going to repeat that. The day that we're born or the day that we start to die. And right now is, guess what? Nobody exempt. Nobody exempt. We all going to die. So what you have to do is get your soul salvation right. What you have to do is, man, be true to who you are. Like I said right now, man, I'm getting involved. I'm involved with this program called Bully Buster. Bully Buster, I'm saying 702.org. Shout out to Keith Bowen. Shout out to YA Poet. Shout out to my man Katik, ICU Studio. Like I say, folks, listen, sit back and think about it, man. How many of y'all folks been out there been bullied? A lot of times people don't want to admit, man, what the impact on bullying can do to you. Like right now, from kindergarten to elementary school to public school to junior high school, college, work, church. Guess what? Everybody have been bullied in some type of form or fashion. And you know what? Like when you sit back and you think about it, to me, I know some of the things I've been through. I've been bullying into becoming Brian Glaze Gibbs. Because a lot of times nobody want to take a loss. Who the heck want to take a loss? Who want to be a sucker? Who want to be a nerd? Who want to be the most unpopular kid? So the difference right now is, guess what? Being that you don't want to be a sucker, you don't want to be a nerd, you don't want to be a punk. You know what you do? You go out there and you do things that you normally wouldn't do, but sometimes you're bullying into doing these things. How many times or how many people have been bullying to join in a gang? Let's sit back and think about it. Let's answer that question. People don't understand, like, how many kids been bullied into being part of a group that they don't want to really be a part of. But the fact is, either they be a part of that group. If they don't be a part of that group, they're going to be taken advantage of. They're going to be, getting their milk money, their lunch money taken. They're going to be getting beat up, being verbally, mentally, physically abused. So, of course, do you want to be in that group? Or you want to be in a group that nothing happened to you? Despite, in order to be in that group, you got to do some vicious and nasty things to others to be accepted in that other group. Folks, listen, man, this stuff is for real. This stuff is real. Why do our kids join these gangs? Let's sit back and think about it. Where did gang established from? I can go deeper. And what I'm thinking, where the gang came from, I think a lot of that gang stuff started in the penitentiary, in jails. When you start looking at the Crips, the Blood, the Latin King, and it go deeper. A lot of that stuff was established in jail, even with the 5%. Even some people become Muslim when they're in jail for protection. Because once again, if you can't beat people, you got to join them. And that's, to me, the only gang I feel any of us should be a part of is our family, is our mother, our father, our grandparents, our brother, our sister, our kids. That's the only gang we belong to. But here it is, you got a choice. Because once again, if you can't beat them, you got to join them. How many people, how can one individual stand up to a group? Okay? Either you get down with us or we're going to stomp you out. What you going to do? Either you get down with us or we're going to ridicule you. We're going to rank you out. We're going to make you feel lower than low. We're going to take your self-esteem. We're going to verbally abuse you each and every day. Do you want that to happen? No. So a lot of times what you do is you participate in things that you don't feel comfortable in participating in, but the difference is you want to survive. So you're going to do any and everything that you can do to survive at that moment. And to me, it's a bunch of nonsense. We got to stop that. We got to let people know right now, there's nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. It's nothing wrong when you got a bunch of positive kids sticking together. Nah, you're not gonna do that to them. You're not gonna make them feel uncomfortable. You're not gonna make them feel uncomfortable in their own skin. We gotta stop that, folks. How the heck we gonna stop that? By joining forces. By joining forces at bullybuster702.org. Check it out. Check it out. Bullybuster702.org. Keith Owens. They doing a great job. Like right now is he about to have a grand opening, his ceremony next week. Shout out to them or whatever. They got a lot of positive things that they're trying to put into effect, giving kids other options. Letting them know right now is, guess what? You are not alone. You're not by yourself. He got a 24-hour hotline that you can pick up that phone and call at any given time. That's huge. You can pick up the phone and call. Anonymous. It doesn't matter. The help is there if you need it. But sometimes what we are afraid of, we're afraid to raise our hand and say we need help. We're afraid to raise our hand. I have a problem. You know, what made Keith so powerful in getting involved with such an organization? Something that he told me, that he played it, you know what I'm saying, basketball in college. And right now his grade wasn't up to par. And what happened? In order to, compete, in order to stay on his team, he had to get his grade up. So guess what? He had to get a tutor. So even right now, like he say, he was all excited, can't wait to see the tutor, thinking it's gonna be some fly girl. See, that's all the guy thinking about. They thinking about, yeah, man, here it is, I'm gonna get tutored by this fly chick. He said right now when he get to the class, man, guess what? There's some other dudes there. And then the tutor's another guy who happened to be his friend. But the difference is he said this guy helped him, his friend, helped him to get his grade up so he could continue to play basketball. And what wound up happening, man? A few weeks later, his friend committed suicide. He didn't know that his friend was being taken advantage of. He didn't know his friend was being bullied. He didn't know that. So when you sit back and think about it, it doesn't matter how close you are with people, you don't know what they're going through unless they express themselves. We as human beings, not mind reader. We don't know what a person is going through because once again, a lot of times with people, with human beings, we keep a lot of stuff in. We don't share some of the most, troublesome time or some of the pain or some of the suffering that being inflicted upon us. We don't share that with others. So we keep it within. Had his friend, let him know this is what was happening to him, the things that he was going through, he was being bullied. Guess what? Probably he could have saved his friend's life. He could have saved his friend's life because he would have been able to do something about it. But the difference is right now was what you don't know. I'm saying what you don't know can't hurt you. And that's what it is, man. How do we get people to feel warm and fuzzy, feel comfortable, with us, that they can come and talk to you about any and everything? How do we do that? How do we do that? How do we get back to the basic principle, people? And that's what it's all about, man. Yeah, like I said right now, besides on Sunday, my cigar chat, like I said, I've been offline. I haven't really been doing anything. I've been doing a lot of soul searching, man, And the fact is, this marked 30 years that I lost my mother. And I was away. I was incarcerated, when I lost my mother. And to me, like I said, that's the worst pain that in the whole white world. That's the worst pain. Like, I don't wish that upon anybody. It took the death of my mother to help me to understand the pain and suffering that I inflicted upon the victim and the victim family. And it was a wake-up call. A lot of times right now with those kids out there, they playing Grand Theft Auto. But the difference is right now, they playing Grand Theft Auto, but you got a reset button to hit. And people think they can master that. Me, when I was playing Grand Theft Auto, I was playing it live. There was no reset button to hit. It was live. And you know what? Here it is when my mother died. I got the opportunity to feel that pain, the suffering that I inflicted upon the victim and the victim family. And you know what? It was a wake-up call. Now I had to feel that pain. Now I had to swallow that pain. Now I had to deal with it. So now I knew, guess what? I was a fool. I was a complete a-hole. Because once again, I don't care who you are, what you are. When certain things hit you of that magnitude and you have such a significant loss, you don't wish that pain on your worst enemy. You can't. Once you got understanding. So to me, like right now is, my mother death was like right now was one of the most difficult day of my life. 2/9/92, February 9th, 1992. And it taught me a lot, man. It taught me a lot. It taught me a hell of a lot. So right now is, like I always try to tell people, I was once the problem. I was once the problem. So right now, what I'm seeking to do, how do I right my wrong? How do I become part of the solution? That's the difference. And how do you become part of the solution? By being sincere in your approach, by humbling yourself, by holding yourself accountable, admit where you went wrong at, understanding what caused me to become Brian Glaze Gibbs, what caused me to become a criminal, what caused me to cause havoc in my community, destroying people's life. You got to understand that. You have to, what I'm saying, understand what was the root cause. I can sit back and well, I was traumatized, which I was. I can sit back and think about, well, a product of my environment. Okay? Okay. But the difference right now is what I had to do is, man, I had to change. I had to repent. I had to get it together before it became extremely too late. Because constantly, when you constantly keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, what's going to happen? They call that insanity. When you constantly keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you get the same result, guess what? Something's wrong with that picture. And the difference was, you know what? Between the age of 14, committing crime, in and out of jail. And sooner or later, I had to get sick and tired of being a victim of circumstance. I had to be sick and tired of causing that type of pain upon myself. I'm already claustrophobia. So being in the jail cell, locked down 23, 24 hours a day, what I'm doing, I'm torturing myself. So the difference is, how can I love anybody when I didn't love myself, folks? And there's a lot of things, man. I had to do some real soul searching. I had to get down on my knees, asking for forgiveness, praying. And that's what it's all about, folks. It's never too late. Always remember, like I say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Like I told you, I was lazy. I felt somebody owed me something. I wanted to take shortcut. I wanted the easy way out. I thought I was smarter than what I was, okay? Right now is I didn't have no principles and morals. I didn't have no character. So everything with me, I want it now, I want it instantly. So I took shortcut. I didn't want a job. I didn't want to go out there and do it the right way. No, I want to go out there and be a professional criminal. And you know what? It cost me. Now, I sit back and look at it, who I am today, where I'm at in my life. And you know what? I'm saying to myself, man, the same thing I'm doing now, I was capable of doing that same thing back then. But no, what stopped me? Me, myself, and I. That's what stopped me. I was lost. Folks, time to wake up, man. Time for change. It's time for change. It's time for us to get back to the basic principle and teach our kids, man. You know what? Learn how to love and respect one another. Learn how to, if a person don't want to do something or whatever, don't ridicule them. Don't bring them down. Learn them to know right now, only gang you want them to belong to is right now is your family. That's the only gang. That's the only true gang, folks. And that's what it's all about, man. Like I said right now, I got a lot of good things I'm working on. I got a lot of good things that I'm dropping. Check out the Brian Glaze Gibbs Patreon page. And like I said right now, folks, listen, man, stand up. Stand up. Go out there. I challenge. Be a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Any guys that are out there listen to me right now, be a mentor to one of the young boys out there, man. Teach them how to be a man. Woman, I challenge you to be a mentor to these young girls. Teach them how to be a lady. Teach them how to, take care of themselves. How to take pride. Because to me, like I try to say, simple as this, when you look good, you feel good, you do good. You know what? Teach them. That's what it's all about. Teach them the importance of hygiene, having good hygiene. The importance of, brushing your teeth, flossing, goggling, getting checkup. Like I say right now, keeping your nails done, shaving, keeping well groomed. Taking care of your body. Your body is your temple. When you look good, you feel good, you do good. Teaching them how to stay prayed up. No prayer, no power. Less prayer, less power. More prayer, more power. Much prayer, much power. We got to stay pray up, man. And not only that, right now is how to be smart with our finance, how to be smart with our credit, how do we build generational wealth for our kids? How? How many folks out there got life insurance? Let's sit back and talk about that. We can have insurance on our cell phone. Everybody got insurance on our cell phone. How many people have insurance, on themselves, on their spouse, on their kids? You know what? Here it is. Be prepared for the unexpected. Because once again, we all gonna die. So we all gotta be prepared for that, whether we like it or not. You don't want to wait until the last minute and then all of a sudden to bury your family member. Guess what you gotta do? You gotta borrow from Peter to pay Paul. You gotta try to start a GoFundMe. No, folks, listen, man. Let's get it together now. Let's teach each other how to be smart about our money, our finance. You know what I'm saying? Our investment strategy, the do's and the don'ts. Separates our wants from our need. Here it is right now is guess what? We are blessed individual. Right now, nobody can make it by themselves. But if each and every one of us take the time to share, I'm saying, any expertise, information that you might have that you can pass along, do that. That's why on my platform, what I try to do is, you'll see me like with Shatika. And what we talk about financing, we talk about annuity, we talk about, the index fund. We talk about different things to be prepared for the unexpected. Because once again, people, you don't understand. If you don't make no deposit, you can't make no withdrawal. And you know what? Nobody gonna wipe your rear behind for free. If you get sick and you get old, and right now you don't got no money coming in, if you don't got no pension coming in, if you don't have no Social Security coming in, if you don't have nothing coming in for your fruit of your labor, right now, I don't care how much your spouse, how much your kids, how much family might love and care about you. How long you think they gonna wipe your hiney, for free? Even if you got to go in the nursing home. Right now is what type of service you gonna get? We get what we pay for. The same way when you go out to eat. Right now, the same way when you go anywhere, you get what you pay for. If you can't pay for good service, you're not gonna get good service. So we have to be mindful. We have to get prepared for the unexpected. It's no defense for the element of surprise. So once again, we're gonna die. So make sure you got enough money to bury yourself, or bury your spouse, or bury your kids. Make sure right now when you die, guess what? You leaving something for them that they can pay off the house. That they don't have to worry about no heavy burden that you left them with. Folks, right now is what we have to do is knowledge is power. Once again, knowledge is power. And what we gotta stop doing, using that excuse, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know nothing about investment. Or I didn't know I need life insurance. Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to get prepared for the future. I didn't know this, I didn't know that. No, that is not an excuse. Right now, anything at this present time is at the tip of our fingertip. Once again, you can get insurance on ease. You get insurance on your automobile. Why can't you get insurance on yourself? You're your biggest investment. And just like I told you right now was, guess what? To me, my thing is, like I try to explain to people, whatever, guess what? Something is better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. And that's it. And like I said right now, folks, listen, man, let's get into our kids' ears. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk positivity into them. Let them to understand right now, man, listen, man, trouble, easy to get into, hard to get out. Letting them know right now, let's start being more open. Let's start having, at work, they got an open door policy. What we have to do is right now is sometimes what we have to do, put down the phone and have dinner with our kids, have dinner with our spouse, have dinner with our grandkids, and get them to express themselves. That's what we have to do. How do we do that? How do we get everybody to come together? Put down the phones. Right now, what we're gonna do is no phone night. And what we're gonna do is socialize. We're gonna communicate. We're gonna talk to each other, not at each other. Right now, when you at dinner table, guess what? Everybody at the phone. Everybody paging, texting, or Googling. You know what? I used to have a guilty. I've been accused of that. In my past marriage, I've been accused of that. Sometime right now, guess what? I was so consumed with the phone. trying to see what I'm gonna miss, trying to see what I need to do to get from point A to point B, how to get ahead in life. Always scheming. That's what I call it. When you got that criminal mentality, first thing you do, you think of something, and I call it scheming. You know what? Sometimes what you got to do, put this sucker down and enjoy your family time. Enjoy your time with your spouse. Get to know each other. Rekindle, resparkle the fire. Because once again, once it's gone, folks. Once it's gone, it's gone. Sometimes what we have to do is cut up that idiot tube and go back to the basic, man. Go back to the basic. Like back in the days, walk in the park, holding hand, making plan. Come on, man. Talking to our kids. How was your day? What's going on? What happened? What happened in your first class? What happened in your second class? What happened in your third class? What happened during lunch? What happened during the gym period? So these are some of the things right now. If you ask quality questions, you get quality answer, and you can troubleshoot some of the problem, prevent them from being a problem before they actually become a problem. What we have to do is get back to the basic principle, man. That's what we have to do. How do we get back to life? Back to life, back to reality. That's what we got to do. And we're not doing that. We are definitely not doing that. And that's what we got to do, folks. Hey, listen, like I said right now, like to me, I'm trying to get things going again. I'm fired up. Got a few things that I'm working on. Like I said right now, man, I am blessed and I am highly favored, man. When you feel good, you look good, you do good, man. Listen, man, it's in the description box. Get your Panoxol. Anybody that's suffering from high blood pressure, high sugar, high weight, what I'm saying right now is, guess what? Get it. Get it. Order it. Like I said right now, it will give you natural energy, man. Also, guess what? Get your signed copy of the Beyond Lucky book, the Brian Glaze Gibbs story, a true story of crack, money, murder, and redemption, by emailing me at Brian, B-R-I-A-N, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 at yahoo.com. Listen, folks, if I can change, anybody can change. I went through hell, man. I was a wannabe. I wanted to be down, I wanted to be cool. You know what? Like I say, I feel, honestly speaking, I was bullied. I was bullying to becoming Brian Glaze Gibbs. I felt I was bullying to becoming me. Because once again, like I said right now, I didn't want to be a sucker. I didn't want to be taken advantage of. So the bottom line is, I became Brian Glaze Gibbs. A person at one point in time between June of 1987 to November 88, they said I averaged one murder a week. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Because you build a bootleg reputation. You got people going around talking about you did this, you did this, you did that. Come on, folks. That stuff is so overrated, man. I hated that person. I hated who I once was. But like I said, I love who I am today. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. I was once the problem. And you know what? If you're not the solution, then you're the problem. I was once the problem. Now I'm seeking to right my wrong and become part of the solution. Because once again, man, I learned. I grew up. And I know right now I'm destined to do great things. Sometimes right now you have to be the scapegoat. Sometimes you have to be that sacrifice lamb. Sometimes you have to go through hell. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have to suffer in order to come back stronger than ever with a message. And my message is this right now, folks. Listen, man, guess what? Shortcut, being slick, want to be down, want to be cool. Listen, that's for suckers. That's for suckers. Like I told you right now, learn how to love each other. Learn how to get away from that negative and nonsense. Learn how to be true to yourself. You know what? Like I told you, what went away? People used to be man of their word. People used to mean what they say and say what they mean. A lot of times right now, people don't value people. They don't value their words no more. A lot of people be talking just to be talking. Go back to the basic principle. Let's be man and women of our word. Let's say what we mean and mean what we say. What happened to that? What happened being man and women of our word? If I tell you I'm going to do something, then guess what? That's just as good as done. These days and time, people do not value your time. They don't value your word. People tell you anything. Anything. Oh, don't worry, man. Listen, man. Let's meet over here at such and such time. If you telling me let's meet somewhere and I agree to meet somewhere, then we should meet there. Here it is. If something should change, guess what? Pick up the phone. Call me. Listen. Hey, you know what? Hold up. Wait. I just got caught up in the traffic jam. Or the accident just happened over here. Or you know what? Emergency came up. I can't meet you. Communicate it. Right now is, guess what? That's the difference, is lack of communication. We don't even communicate no more. We don't respect and value other people's time. That's what we losing at it, folks. We have to get back to the basic, man. Get back to the basic principle, man. Get back to the basic instruction before leaving earth, the Bible. Basic instruction before leaving earth. That's what we have to get back to. We lost it in so many different ways, man. We lost our way. We are lost in the source. How do we get back, man? How do we get back to the basic principle, folks? It's not too late. It's not too late, man. Like I said right now, do people add value or they take value away? And to me right now, I don't have time for negativity. I don't have time for drama. I don't have time for nonsense. To me, when you come to me, I'm going to come with that clean, positive energy, man. I'm going to come with love, respect, and human compassion. But most importantly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a man of my word. Stand on principle. And that's what we had to do. And that's what we had to get these kids to understand. It's not too late. It's not too late. And that's what we have to do. Can I do it by myself? No. Can you do it by yourself? No. But the difference is we join forces. Like I always say to people, listen, I got a movement going. You know what? Back in the days, there used to be a song about OPP. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Right now, we got a song. You down with BGG? The Brian Glaze Gibbs, the BGG movement. It's best to give than receive. That's the movement. It's best to give than receive. How do you get back? How do you get back your time? How do you get back to a different community? How do you get back? That's the difference. That's what we got to do. How do we take our kids back? How do we save our community? How do we let people know it's not too late? Here it is, we quick to give up. Nah, I don't want to be bothered. I give up. We give up on life. We give up on our kids. We give up on our relationship. We give up on our church. We give up on our community. For what? It's not too late, folks. How do we get back to the basic? How do we get back to life? It's not too late. And that's what we got to understand. It. Nothing come over. Only thing come fast is trouble. So the difference is if we join forces and we get together, join forces, guess what? We can accomplish a lot. We can accomplish a hell of a lot. We can't give up. Don't give up on our kids. Don't give up on their future. Don't give up. Like I say right now, what we got to do is we got to fight. We got to fight. And we got to swing until our hands get tired, till we can't swing no more. We can't give up. We can't. Hey, listen, folks, like I said right now, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Share. You know, like I tell you right now, go back to my platform. Check it out. It's the People platform. I did a few pieces with Shatika. Me and Shatika talk about different finances. Go back. We did one yesterday. We did one last Friday. Go back. Check it out. Listen to the information. I'll be having some powerful people on the platform. And they're only going to get better. It's only going to get better. Like I said right now, I got a lot of things lined up. And the difference is right now is, man, listen, I'm not afraid. Like I told you, I was once the problem. Now I'm seeking to be part of the solution. And if you're not the solution, then you're the problem. Think about that. Think about that, folks. Ask yourself, are you the problem or are you the solution? What are you doing to be better today than yesterday? What are you doing to get back? What are you doing to help somebody else out? You know? What are you doing? Like I say, it's best to give than receive. Even the day I was at a gas station, okay? Somebody came to me, you know, hey, this is a situation, this is a circumstance. Normally, I don't keep cash on me. But just so happened I had some cash on me. And you know what? Like I say, here, took it, give it to him. God bless. Folks, like I say right now, you don't know whether, people. If somebody come to you right now, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know. Like I said right now, guess what? I think a lot of us, one step, one mistake, one bad decision, one bad move, away from being homeless, away from being hungry. A lot of times people don't understand, man. Here it is, you can be up today, down tomorrow, man. And that's it. You got to stay humble, stay meek, stay pray up, and be smart with your spending, be smart with your investing, be smart with your saving. You got to be. Because once again, you don't know. That could be you. That could be me. And that's not what it's all about. Like I said right now, we got to join forces before it get too late, man. Like I say, listen, y'all, thank y'all for joining me. Y'all have a fabulous Friday, sensational Saturday, and a super Sunday. And like I said right now, hit the like button, subscribe, share. Peace, love, and prosperity. One love.